One time, the Buddha was in Śrāvastī. After the summer retreat, the Buddha and his disciples traveled from Śrāvastī to Rajgir. One day, in the mountain, a group of elephants ran up for fear of being attacked by lions. The king of the elephants saw the world-honored one and his retinue from afar. Immediately, he aroused great joy and ran to the world one to pay homage. Then he rolled up a big tree with its trunk and raised the tree over the world-honored one's head, like an umbrella, to block out the strong sunlight. On the way back, this elephant was unfortunately killed by a lion, and then it was reincarnated into the heaven. After rebirth, he immediately made 3 kinds of observations, like all heavenly beings do. He observed where he came from, how he came here, and where he was going. He observed that he was born in heaven due to rejoicing towards the Buddha when he was an elephant. So he planned to go to pay tribute to the world one before the night. He dressed up in various decorations of heavenly beings, holding celestial blue lotus, white lotus, mandala flower, and others. He came to the garden of Jatamana Vihara, where the Buddha was at that time. The whole Vihara garden was lightened up when he appeared. After he made offerings and bowed to the world-honored one, he beseeched the Buddha to preach Dharma. Observing his route and realm, the Buddha imparted corresponding Dharma. The heavenly being destroyed the self-view and obtained the first fruit. He gratefully and sincerely praised the Buddha. "Thank you for your great mercy and compassion, and I blocked my door of reincarnation and obtained extraordinary liberation. Your favor is not comparable to the king, ministers, parents, and relatives, good teachers, and friends. You freed me from the suffering of the 3 realms and bestowed upon me the blessings to the good realm." After the heavenly being spoke such words, he circumambulated the Buddha 3 times clockwise and left with great joy, like a farmer whose crops were plentiful, like a businessman whose business was prosperous, like a warrior who triumphed in the battlefield, or a sick man who was just cured. The disciples who were diligent and stayed up the whole night practicing asked the Buddha, "World-honored one, was the light last night the Lord of Chakra and the 4 heavenly kings who came to pay their respects to world-honored one?" The Buddha spoke to them. "No, it was neither Lord Chakra nor the 4 heavenly kings. Do you still remember that elephant from some days ago?" "Yes, we remember," the world-honored one said. The elephant was reincarnated into the heaven after being killed by a lion on the way back. It was he who came to pay my kindness last night. He returned to the heaven after I preached to him. The disciples again asked, "World-honored one, why was the elephant so joyful seeing world-honored one? Why was he transferred to the animal realm in his last life?" what caused him to be born in the heaven afterward. Could you please speak the causes for us? The Buddha said, it's all due to his karma of previous life and current life. For his karma of previous life, it was when the human's lifespan was 20,000 years. At that time, Kashyapa Buddha lived in the world, and he was a monk who did not uphold the precepts that well. Though he did not break the basic precepts, he did not protect himself well from breaking finer precepts. When it was the end of his life, he made a vow, with the merits of my renouncing my family and becoming a monk, I wish to make the Buddha happy in the future. Because he was able to uphold the basic precepts and made that vow that life, he was happy to see me. But because he did not uphold the finer precepts well, he was born into the animal realm. As far as his karma of this life, because he was happy to see me and then died, he was able to be born into the heaven. Amitabha, today's Dharma share the causes of an elephant's transmigration. As always, I wish the story is inspiring to you in some way. Thank you everyone for being here. I wish all of you safe, healthy, and happy. See you next time. Bye.